Hey there, this is David Day with Adorama TV, and today on Making Waves, we're going to look at reducing handling noise when using a boom pole, or as I like to say, making a silent boom. Recording audio with a boom mic is a great way to capture natural audio, but sometimes unwanted sounds are picked up from what would seem to be the least likely place, the boom operator. I mean, let's face it, no one's perfect, and noise produced from handling the mic is bound to happen every now and again, especially while maneuvering around set pieces and trying to capture direct sound from an actor that's in motion. Keep in mind that the boom pole is essentially a giant conductor of sound that transmits to the microphone, so any little noise generated there is going to pick up on the mic. A shock mount will help mitigate some of that noise, and while they are essential, they are not a complete solution. So, since reducing handling noise is essential to getting a good audio take, here are a few tips to keep your boom operating skills as stealthy as possible. The first tip may seem basic, but it's something that could easily be forgotten: clothing. It's a fact, some clothes make more noise than others. Things like windbreakers and baggy pants can rub against each other and create a loud swooshing sound. You don't want that. And heavy boots, they can produce loud footsteps. You also don't want that. Now, in small independent productions, you may even see a boom operator walking around in their socks to avoid noise, though I don't recommend doing that for safety reasons, and especially not in a professional production. You might get laughed at or fired. Additionally, jewelry like necklaces, bracelets, or earrings should be removed to prevent any sound they could make while moving. And most importantly, rings should be removed to avoid the sound of tapping or sliding on the boom pole. Avoiding loud clothing can make moving around the set while booming easier, as you will be quieter without having to worry about every single move you make. A piece of clothing that can help reduce handling noise is a set of cotton gloves, which will dampen the sound your hands make as they maneuver the boom pole. Now, some boom poles, like the one from Rode, come with padding to help reduce the handling noise, but generally that padding only covers the lower section, meaning at least one glove would still be needed to control the rest of the boom. Sometimes, however, it doesn't matter how carefully a boom operator moves their hands. Other factors, such as the mic cable, can move around and bump the boom pole, creating undesirable sounds in the recording. As far as cables are concerned, boom poles come in two ways: cabled, like this one from K-Tek, where the mic cable is threaded inside the pole, or uncabled, like the Rode I showed earlier. There are different handling problems that each pose. With cabled boom poles, too much quick motion can cause the cable to bounce around inside the pole, rattling it as it hits the inside. Uncabled boom poles do not have this issue, however, its loose cables need to be secured so they're not swinging around while moving, which can create handling noise if the cable hits something, including the boom pole, and can also be a hazard to both cast and crew. One of the most important things to consider when trying to reduce handling noise is the boom operator's comfort. Now, I'm not saying they should be propped up on a chaise and fed grapes by hand like a Roman emperor, but the boom operator does need to be comfortable in order to hold the boom for long takes. So while keeping your hands loose in order to allow the boom pole to rotate, you should try to find a flexible yet relaxed position. For example, the standard H position does provide the greatest mobility, but it's not the most comfortable position for longer takes. Additionally, gripping the boom too tightly or locking the arms can cause fatigue, resulting in shaking and vibrations that will produce more sound. What are some tips to reduce handling noise that you know of? Leave your comments below, we'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Making Waves.